Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another lead code problem from the weekly contest 201. So the problem title is find kth bit in nth binary string. So it's a medium difficult problem. So what is given in the problem description? So basically here we are given two integers as an input, n, which basically says that we have to form the operation n number of times, and k, so whatever the string we form after the n, till the n number of times whatever the string we build up, so out of that we have to return the kth index value of the from that string. So basically it returns a character from that particular string over here. Okay, so here how to, like, what is given in the problem description. So basically initially we have to start with the 0th character. So basically we have to append the 0th character to the string. So basically in this problem there are two main conditions given. So when s is equal to 1, so when we can consider I is equal to 0, so which is, let's consider, which is lesser than the n. Okay, so initially the string should be having the 0 inside it. Now for the next iteration, when I, here the condition is given for each and every I which is greater than 1, we have to build a string in a such a way that first it will be having the substring till the I minus 1, then we have to append this 1, and again what we have to do is we have to perform the two operations. First we have to call the invert function on this substring, and after that we have to reverse that string. So basically what this invert function does is, let's say we have the string 0, then we have to toggle the bit to the 1. So to make it more clarified, here they have given the example. So when s is equal to 0, next string will be like 0 as it is, then we have to append this 1 as per this case, and after that we have to toggle this bit. So we have to pick up this substring and this 0 as a substring, then toggle to it as a 1, and again if we reverse, so it is just single character, so it will remain same, that is a 1. So the next string will be like 0 1 1. So we have to perform the similar operation for the s3, then s4, and based on that we have to form a string. Okay, now to solve this example, and one more thing, like let's say this example 1. So here the n is equal to 3 and k is equal to 1. So after the three operations we get this kind of string over here, and to pick up this one character, so again the array, the string is 0 base index, so we have to subtract 1 from it. So we will get the character at the 0th position, that is a 0 over here. So that's why the output is 0. So basically we have to pick up the character from the k minus 1. Whatever the k, it is considered as a 1th index, but basically the string has the 0th base index value. So we have to pick up the whatever value of the k is, so we have to subtract 1 from it, and we have to return that character. So how to solve this problem? So here I have used the brute force approach over here. So what I am doing is, initially we are given this function find kth bit. So here inside it we are given the two integer parameters, one is n and another is the k. So and the return type is character. First thing I am doing here is I am defining the string builder, because here I am going to perform the append operations. So instead of this, the strings are immutable, because earlier I tried with the string, but it was giving me the TLE, time limit exceeded, for one of the test cases. So that's why there can be the reason like strings are immutable, so every time it forms the new string. So I don't know if it is the case, but it was not passing, or it was not covering all the test cases. So I moved the logic to the string builder. Okay, so initially I am appending the 0 character to my string. Then what I am doing is I am starting from the 1, and I am iterating through this with as long as the I reaches to the n. So that's why this condition is I is less than or equal to n. For the first base condition I am checking over here is if the k value is lesser than or equal to the string length. If it is the case, then I can simply return this k minus 1 character, because it can be one of the base cases. And again the final because once I get the string which contains the kth bit, so I can just return the k-1 bit from that k-1 character from that string. That is what the expected output here is. But if it is not the case, so first what I am doing is first I am appending the the 1 to my string. So whatever, like let's say if an example 1, so 0, then I am appending 1 to it. Then what I am doing is here I am here I have to perform the two operations. First, outer operation is the reverse and inner operation is the toggle the bit. So if you come inside, I will come to this for loop part, but before that I will jump into this inside part. So for this invert function, what I am doing is I am checking whether the character at that particular index has a 0 value, then toggle it to the 1, and if it is the 1, then toggle it to the 0, and appending that character as it is to my string builder. Yeah, now coming to this outer part of this for loop. So what I am doing is, why I am doing the s dot length minus 2, because if you consider, so whatever is the string length is, so it is a 0th base index, so I have to start the jth loop from -1. But again the last character I have appended is the -1, the 1 value, so I don't want to consider that 1 inside my reverse operation. So that's why the additional -1 is performed, so that's why it is a -2, and based on that it will keep on performing the operation until the I reaches to this n value, and once it reaches over here, then finally I am like returning this character at the k-1 position from my string. So let me run this program and let me show you the output. So here you can see that the solution is accepted over here. Now let's look at the test case part. So here it has passed all the 63 test cases over here. So I have seen some of the solutions which are solved with the help of binary search as well. So this one is kind of brute force. We are performing the linear operation over here, linear search operation over here, and basically it has covering all the test cases. So thanks for watching the video, and if you want the solution of this program, so you can check out my description section link. I have uploaded a GitHub link over there. So thanks for now, and stay tuned for the next one.